going to show you in a fun way what artificial intelligence thinks artificial intelligence is talking about. Hi everyone, Sue here, welcome to my channel. See that CC button in the video settings? The CC stands for closed captions, and it's a tool to allow viewers to read what's being said rather than just listening to a video. If you haven't already accessed closed captions, click it now and see what comes up when I say the word salad later in this video, and then write your answer in the comments. I might edit it from time to time to keep you on your toes. Closed captioning isn't only there to improve video accessibility for hearing impaired people and those who find it hard to process speech quickly enough. It's a really useful tool to allow people to watch videos where turning the volume up would be disturbing, such as on public transport. Video creators have it quite easy these days. If a YouTube video is created in English language, then it will automatically generate text from what is said. This technology has been around for quite a number of years now. In fact, the first speech recognition system, called Audrey, was developed in 1952 to recognise spoken numbers. By 1962, speech recognition had progressed to a whole 16 words, and now 60 years later,
Google now recognises 190 languages for voice-to-text dictation.
Automated speech recognition systems process speech sounds to text and then use a different integrated system called natural language processing, which makes meanings out of the text. When I use speech to text, I've seen the understanding of context cause changes in the spellings of the words as I'm saying them. For example, if I say 50 grams of flour, the artificial intelligence, known as AI, will understand that I'm talking about flour and not flour. 50 grams of flour. 50 grams of white flour. 50 grams of blue flour. Even though we speak with accents and colloquial language, AI analyses natural language based on massive internet searches and then teaches itself over time to accurately match the words we're saying to the true intent of what we're saying. And it does pretty well these days. Google claims an error rate as low as 4.9%. The only problem lies in that 4.9%, and it can make some very strange errors indeed. I always upload my own captions rather than just relying on the YouTube ones, and these take priority over the AI ones. It takes a little longer when publishing a video, but for me, and I feel for my viewers, it's worth the extra effort. Not only am I helping people to understand what I'm talking about, and let's face it, YouTube is a US company, and I've been known to speak in different accents. But I'm also helping the AI not to get confused in its searches. You can always tell when creators haven't paid a second thought to closed captions, because YouTube's closed captions run on, capital letters are often missing, and there's minimal punctuation. It calls creators out for not caring much about their viewers, and this is particularly telling when the creators themselves are advocating for disability. But let's go back to the bit about helping those AI search engines to be more accurate. If you have a huge wealth of information about a subject on the internet, the search engines use the top-ranked information to inform their own decision-making. So let's have a look at what AI thinks people are talking about, and then how another type of AI interprets it. I'm going to use a creative AI application called NightCafé Studio, which makes artistic impressions based on written prompts. You can either give it a starting image to base its internet searches around, or you can ask it to create its own, completely based on its own findings. So here's my first example. This chap was talking about his swollen ankles, but YouTube interpreted that as swollen uncles. I used an image of two men to start it off, and this is what it produced. That's the only time I gave it a starting image. The rest are based on what it found itself. Where something's quite generic, like this famous signpost at John O'Groats being interpreted as a general goat signpost, you get more of a muddle. Show me the way to goat home. And while Ricky here was having problems with tarantulas, AI decided that triangular, not spiders, are a thing, and we have a new species. John Campbell has been an interesting communicator, but the sound of his own voice doesn't reflect the look of it. It's nice to hear an independent piping up about some things, but he should really correct his errors. I'm going to forgive these next two, as Jerry and Julie helped the UK cope with Storm Eunice in February, and these were taken from a later live stream, so the text was being produced in real time, but I was intrigued to know what boober lightweight carbon legs of Jerry's tripod setup would look like. And the She Had Farms Dreamliner, a 10 or a 9. Etihad folks, Etihad Dreamliner, a 10 or a 9, had to look something like the paddock by Heathrow, where Jerry often films. Big Moo TV? Love you guys. This chest of drawers error is a great example of who AI decided was a top-ranked George, and perhaps it's all in the mind, but I think chested George here might have been beetling around in the 60s. What do you think? Now we get to some really unusual phrases. My friend Del the cat has been working on a replica helmet called an archer's sallet, but it's not a common word, and YouTube decided he was talking about food, which as far as archers go isn't far wrong, but it's not normally that healthy. Here I do believe we have something resembling a man with a salad bowl on his head. Could AI be learning? Androgyne cleaning has picked up on the androgynous pride flag colours, but I feel AI has had a problem finding much, and has actually picked up on the original video segment, as they have a very similar look. I thought I'd try a second time, as the program uses a random number generator, so the images will never be quite the same. I feel we can deduce from this that there's very little to search on, and by publishing some more similar androgyne cleaning images, I've probably just added to the AI's confusion. How meta! And finally, when creators do edit the automatic text, they don't always proofread it, so the results you can get can be pretty extreme, and this was AI's extra dream after it had a lion. I think it's quite optimistic that AI's dreams depict floating on soft fluffy clouds with distant castles and not nightmares. Which was your favourite? Let me know in the comments, and did you spot the fake word in the text? Thanks to Atomic Shrimp for introducing AI creativity. I'll be looking at another angle on this in the future. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.